Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is the day that maybe it's you. Maybe you've got neck pain or shoulder pain. Maybe you've been on our program here in the last 4 weeks as we're doing Aches and Pains Month. And our goal is to show you that we can help you at a distance. We don't live near you. Through a video, through a telephone, through a text message, we can identify for you the reason why you're having pain. John, hold them up when you see it. Unprocessed old baseball-sized emotions. We are the baseball-sized emotion deleters, and we want to help you today. So good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I live in Victoria, BC, Canada, a little island on the west coast, which means I'm not near you, but we can still help you here today. And we are the two guys that host this weekly show, Releasing Negative Emotion Show. We're on episode number 2, 4, 5. Yes, we've been here for 245 Saturdays, and I'm here with you, John. Good morning.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. My name's John Inverarity, chronic pain specialist. Love helping people with aches and pains anywhere in the body. And yeah, I'm from Vancouver, Canada, helping people all over the world, various ailments, concerns. And hey, if you're watching live, say hello. We're live on Facebook here, YouTube, and LinkedIn as well. So let us know if you're watching and where you're from.
And if you are one of our podcast subscribers or one of the 125 downloads of podcasts that we've done, we appreciate you. And speaking of podcasts, John, we pulled something out of the vault. We're going to post it here today. Tell us which one of the old vault favorites did we pull today to get people interested in the podcast versions.
Yeah, so this week I'm going to post a link to episode 192. It's Your Money Ceiling and the Law of Attraction and Emotion Code, and how Law of Attraction and Emotion Code are best friends, they're besties, and creating a money ceiling, like a point that you can't go above and beyond. So yeah, it's a favorite for people. Money is always, room to grow. So check it out.
Lots of ceilings that we help people with. The money ceiling, the new client ceilings, right? Mm-hmm. And a ceiling is like, we heard the old expression, the glass ceiling. Well, it's still a new current expression. There's the glass ceiling. In other words, there's a little block that we have. So that podcast is fun. It talks about when you have that done, how to tap into law of attraction now that you've got a new vibe going on. So thanks for choosing that for us today, John. So today we are looking for one volunteer. John's going to help somebody narrate through the process. We'll set that up. And then I'm going to spend about 10 minutes and I'm going to talk about law of attraction. And for some of you, I'll be introducing this for the first time. For some of you, it is the faucet and what it has to do with allowing. So stay tuned today. I'll be doing a short training on that. John, tell our friends what you need today to help somebody out, please.
Looking for a volunteer with chronic pain. So ideally, maybe like 8 months or more of chronic pain. So not something new within the last 3 weeks.
You didn't stub your toe this morning.
Exactly. Yeah, and just be watching live and give us a severity. 10 being most severe on a scale of 1 to 10, and location of pain, right? Neck, left shoulder, left knee, wherever it is. That's it.
Yeah, and for some people, John, it might be the place where they had an operation or an accident, right? So they wouldn't say it's chronic pain, but it's always bothering them. And my interpretation of chronic pain means it's always there. It's always humming somehow. It's always irritant. That's chronic. Long-term. Absolutely. Long-term means it's always there. So if you have a bone or something that you broke and that place is irritated, you're going to find out shortly what that irritation is. Okay, so let John know. John, let's say hello to some of our friends here.
Yeah, if you're watching live, say hello. Sylvia Bellini's here. This is greetings from a very sunny.
Hey,
London.
Sylvia. Good morning, afternoon to you. NPS.
Natasha Paula Samuel. Hey, Natasha.
Our friend Sheldon Foster is saying good morning. Hello, Sheldon. We are moving up the west coast of Canada, talking to Permelia Param.
Hey, Permelia. Yeah, Permelia saying good morning, bros. Happy to be watching from a sunny Parksville, Vancouver Island. Love watching your show. I always learn something new.
Thank you. We love having you here too. And Jara Sears on Facebook today. saying, I would volunteer. Give us a little bit more, Jara, and we'll see if John can help you with that. John's also posted the link to episode number 192, the Law of Attraction, Ceiling, and Money. So check out that podcast and learn more about all of that. So John, let's talk about how it is that we're able to help somebody over a video or not even joining the video today, and how we're able to help them. Well, first, John and I have the ability, well, lots of people have the ability, but you're listening to us, we have the ability to connect to your subconscious mind. Just like if we were in your house and we noticed on our phone that, oh, look, we've got, I see you got Wi-Fi. It doesn't mean I'm automatically connected to it. I need permission or the password. So I know we've all heard the expression, we're all connected. My interpretation of that means we're all connectable. I wouldn't want to be connected with everybody. I'd rather choose my connectability, just like my Wi-Fi, right? I'm not going to let the world on. I'm going to choose you and so on. So let's just say in a cartoon way, is that John and I are able to connect to your subconscious mind. Like, I'm going to call it vibrational Wi-Fi. Yes, I made that up. Mm-hmm. Natasha, give me a hashtag vibrational Wi-Fi. And now John's going to be able to sift through your computer data and find out using muscle testing. John, can you show our friends what that means, muscle testing?
So at muscle testing, we use the muscles. I use my hands. There's different types, but the hands works best for me. And I loop a finger right like this, and I take my other hand and I put it through the loop, and I just push it apart there. And when it sticks together, that's a strong muscle. That means yes. So that's the agreement I've made. That's and right. when it breaks apart, it's a no. With the agreement I've made. And then we ask a yes or no question of, is there a trapped emotion contributing to this chronic pain? Yes or no. So we're going to just say it's a yes. Is it, on the chart? We've got this wonderful emotion code chart developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And is it in column A or in column B? Odd row, even row. We're narrow it down from
test, look, test and look. Your fingers, through the direction of today's client, will tell your fingers which one it is. So big deal, you found it, John. Hooray, hooray. Then what?
Well, it's part of the process, right? Yeah, finding it is surfacing it. We take a magnet, and a magnet goes over the governing meridian. This is my refrigerator magnet. And it looks
1,000 home hardware edition magnet.
Yeah, hardware store. Okay, any magnet will do. Yeah, and that clears it. So the governing meridian connects up to all the meridians in the acupuncture system. The intention, amplified by the magnet, clears out that little ball of energy. So trapped emotion, picture it as like a ball about the size of your fist. It's lodged somewhere in your body, creating that, the aches and pains. The whole, process surfaces it, and the magnet just clears it out. Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're going to be able to have that experience. So I'm reading from Jara Sears. First note was, I have chronic pain. I've had a torn rotator cuff years ago, and the pain is still there. And then the next sentence was, I deal with tightness in my neck and shoulder. It's all related, right? That whole region.
Right. Yeah.
John, if you knew which side.
Yeah. Chronic. So torn rotator cuff, which side? And then the severity, like how bad is it? 10 being the most severe.
That's right
now.
Yeah. And maybe, just kind of guess the number. And we do that so you can come back and say, oh, you can measure it. Like, oh, that was a 7 and now it's down to a 5. Doesn't mean it's done, but you can measure it. And so give us a number, and I think John can help you out.
Here we got right shoulder torn.
Yeah, right.
And there's pain there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, years.
Oh,
39.
Okay, we're not playing here. So 9 out of 10, 10 being severe. Jara's right shoulder. And John, we're making a presupposition here. It means we are presupposing, because we've done thousands of them, we are presupposing that problem is caused by baseball-sized emotions. John's going to identify them and delete them. And John, go ahead, please start your session.
Yeah, I found like a lot of chronic pain is, caused by or made worse by trapped emotions. If you're like in a car accident, right? At that time, that trauma, is not a trapped emotion. But when you do have that injury, trapped emotions can nest in that area of weakness. And then that just, slows down, prevents the healing of whatever area it is.
Well, I got a quick little story about that. So this week, my friend that's a chef comes over on Thursday nights, and we prepare food together. And so he's telling me, he's my lower back's really sore. And I say, he goes, I slipped and fell at work. It was so embarrassing. And I said, so I got the magnet out and I'm finding it, and I found humiliation. He called it embarrassment, but I found humiliation, and then I deleted that exact emotion that he had. And then it went away. Even though it was just a brand new pain, it still was caused by emotion. And he goes, I still don't believe you can do that. It's like, dude, I just fixed your back over dinner. Hello. So we want to have the same results for Jara. So John, when you're ready, you have.
Yeah, so I'm just setting the intention to connect up to Jara's ears right now. And she's got this chronic pain, right shoulder. There's tightness as well in the neck. We're going to focus on the right shoulder. Okay. Drink lots of water as while we're doing this as well. So tune in, connect up, Jar. And proxy. We got a card for that. Practitioner. Yeah.
Listen, I've got them all laid out like they're puzzle pieces, just waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. Okay. So we're looking at the right shoulder, severity of this pain, discomfort, dysfunction, right shoulder is, I got 10 or 9. No, 8. I got 8. So we're in the ballpark there.
Yeah.
Maybe 8.9. Okay. So trapped emotion creating this pain or associated with this pain. Yara. Thank you. Okay. And so
John's asking lots of yes or no
questions in my head. Yeah, so a high percentage of this pain is associated with trapped emotions. I got 95% less. No, so 95% of this pain is associated with chronic pain, maybe higher, but we'll see. The trapped emotion we can identify and clear to reduce and eliminate this pain, and allow this area to correct itself, to heal. Yeah, there's a trapped emotion. Is it in column A? No. Be odd? Yes. Even? No. Just double checking. So it's 1, 3, or 5. So it is B3. Is it the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, or fifth one? So I got the fourth one, which is self-abuse. So I've got the chart down here on my desk. Self-abuse. Do we need to know more? No, we don't need to know more. So that's when the magnet comes out, releasing
Q magnet sign.
Self-abuse. That's released. Double checking. Yeah. So still a good connection, Yara. Yeah. Another trapped emotion we can identify and clear. Yeah. 2, 4, or 6. So we're in A4. There's guilt. Let's release the guilt. Release. That's release. Another trapped emotion. Yeah. So we're into B6. Is it yeah. So it's the first one. So it's pride, releasing pride. A couple down here. Severity. Are we still at an 8? No. A little bit lower. I got a 5 out of a 10. So another trapped emotion. Be odd or even. B4 or 6. So we're into B4. It's indecisive, or it's indecisiveness.
And every time you see John swiping, remember that's where the entry or exit is of the solution. He's
Release. That's released. Good. There's another trapped emotion, Yara. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Be odd, even, 2. Yeah. 4, 6. No. So we're into B2. First one. Lack of control. Let that go. It's released. Good. There's another trapped emotion. Okay, I got no severity of this pain, discomfort. Is it a 5 or higher? No. Is it a 4? Is it a 3? Severity is a 3. 2 or lower? It is not lower, so it's a 3 right now. Is there another trapped emotion associated with this pain? No. Okay, maybe there's something else, like a different chart. Is it on maybe this other chart that I'm thinking of, or is it a no? Yep. There's a heart wall emotion associated with this pain. There is. So we had to be specific. So Michael, you talked about this last week. Like there's a big box with like, a bunch of emotions in it, but you need to be specific. It's not green or blue. It's kind of it's blue-green or blue-gray, but we had to be specific. It's not a traditional trapped emotion. It's a heart wall emotion. Heart wall emotion.
Like it has a different last name, right?
Yeah.
Or previous name.
Right, yeah. Or a middle name. Heart wall grief. Okay, release that. Heart wall grief, right? The other ones we like to check for is absorbed. Is there an absorbed trapped emotion? No. Or is there inherited? No. Prenatal? No. Those are really common too. But there's another heart wall emotion, creating or associated with this pain. Is there another heart wall emotion? No. I think I cleared the grief. We'll just make sure that's all gone. That grief is cleared. Yeah, another heart wall emotion, or absorbed heart wall emotion, or inherited heart wall, or no. Severity is still a 3. No. Severity is a 0. No. Is it 2 or higher? No.
Yeah. So Yara, just do this a little bit. Be gentle with yourself and just kind of.
Yeah, we'll take a minute here. I got 1 out of 10, so there's still something there.
The goal is to significantly reduce it, but when we can get to a 0, we're pretty proud of ourselves. So we'll get an update shortly. Let's say hello to some more friends, John. Let's see. Natasha, very helpful. She put the link to the muscle testing. I use a different method. Like John said, as long as you can train your brain to say this is a yes, this is a no, they're all okay. We use methods that don't take a lot of body part, and strain on the shoulder and stuff. I see people doing this. It works, but it's pretty hard up there. So you can take this method. Scrolling. Our friend Corinne Beach Murray is saying hello. Okay, good. Manish is saying, I have abandonment pain above the waist and below the rib cage. So again, we can help you with that. We're done today doing the session, but again, imagine having baseball-sized emotions. And a lot of these emotions, again, John, they're all associated with an organ. So when I hear that, I'm often thinking that could be fear. We'd have to test it and find out, but it seems to be a common denominator when people have fear, it's in their stomach. So John and I are going to tell you how we can help you one-on-one on this one here. And there's a couple of things that we would help you with. Okay, Sharon saying, can I volunteer the neck and pain and intestinal issues? Okay, we definitely have great success with both of those. And again, it's worthy of not trying to squeeze it in here on a 2-minute session. So we'd love to help you do that as well. Okay, so Jara is saying the neck is tight. So let's get an update on a number. So on 0 to 10, what's the new number? Or if it is
my intention was actually just all on the shoulder. I wasn't even thinking about the neck there. Yeah. I know she did mention that initially, deal with tightness in the neck, but the torn rotator cuff is years ago is the focus. But you know what? I can double check that. Just
well, you need to know a number. Shoulder feels better, but neck is 6. So give us the number with the shoulder. What I'm hunting for is success. So on a scale of 0 to 10, give us a number on the shoulder, and now the neck, and that could be just one emotion there, John.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just all like locked in and tight there.
Okay, so for those of you that are stimulated and thinking these guys can help me with my pain live here today, are you kidding me? Well, not today, but we can help you over a private one-on-one Zoom call or however you like to work with us. I am going to. So John, when people go to our websites, just tell them a little bit about that experience. And then when John done that, I'm going to do a quick little law of attraction training so you can see how these two fit together. John, tell our friends how they can have more of you, please, one-on-one.
Yeah, so we have websites and online scheduling. I'm at aliveandpure.com. and we can both be found at
It's a little bit much.
releasingnegative-emotions.com. And, you know, our broadcast goes live, and all the links there are at releasingnegative-emotions.com/live. And like I said, we have online scheduling, so you can find a time, a day that works for you, and book a session. And we can send you a Zoom link, and we can have a session over Zoom, video, looking at each other like this. If you're not really into video, we can do it over the phone as well. And, you know, if you just sort of can't find the time, maybe the time zone doesn't, you know, link up, or you're too busy, we do email sessions as well, where you just email us your list of concerns, and we'll work on you, do the session. So it doesn't really get much easier than that. You know, you can like reduce, eliminate chronic pain, but just, you know, you don't even have to like set time aside. You can like be at work.
Some people can't even leave your house. So
you don't have to leave your house.
Well, you come to my house. Oh, I'll come to your house. All right, vibrationally, I'll stay home.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Good stuff.
And we do have an update from Yara as well. So shoulder went from a 9 to a 4, so that's pretty amazing.
Okay.
And
so I would say your next step, Yara, would be to take John on one-on-one and do everything, your neck, your spine, like just go right from the top all the way down. And in a private session, John would be able to say, well, show me where that hurts, or describe more. So our goal today was to show you how we can reduce, ideally delete it, but in this case, there's more questions that need to be asked. But John, you did a good job reducing her pain, or Yara's pain. Okay, real quickly, I want to talk about something that I've got coming up. It starts on June 8th, and it's a 5-week law of attraction workshop. It's done on Zoom. I think it's Tuesdays at 10 a.m. And it's really intended for the business person, so they can learn how to apply the law of attraction deliberately. And for those of you that have my book, 3.7 million copies, 37 languages, I am the how-to guide to teaching you how to apply it. So this 5-week Zoom course is all about the 3-step formula. In other words, how do you deliberately use law of attraction to order something? It's like ordering from the law of attraction help desk. Can I take your order? So did you know you're placing an order right now? And right now, you don't even know that you're doing it, but you're placing an order. And what you're placing the order with is what you're giving attention to. And every time you give anything attention, it causes you to give attention to anything, and law of attraction will bring it to you whether you want it or don't want it. It's not very smart. So right now, you're placing an order. You just placed another one. You just placed another one. What if you were deliberate about the order you were placing? What if you used a formula to say, well, I want to identify my ideal customer, client, boyfriend, girlfriend, job interview, sales, whatever that might be. Because you don't call the pizza people and tell them all the things that you don't want. So before you call the pizza place, you've got to get clear about what you want. Step 1, what do I want? Now you know. Now it's on a piece of paper, not ordered yet. When it comes to the pizza people, step 2 says give it attention. Well, when it comes to pizza, you make a phone call. You just gave it attention. How do you place the order with law of attraction? You need to give it attention. When I talk about it, read about it, tell TensorFlow, research on it, notice what I like about it. I'm including the vibe of it. And as I include the vibe, law of attraction is checking, and here's the definition: match vibrations. Law of attraction doesn't know how this vibration, well, first it doesn't know if I'm complaining or worrying or celebrating or talking about what I want. And then the third step is the real reason why you want to take my course. It's on allowing. You know, when it comes to pizza, we're pretty good at allowing it in. John, I see some people running out to the driveway to allow the pizza delivery. Talk about allow it. I'll come get it. But when it comes to law of attraction, you guys are good at identifying what you want, giving it attention, making a macaroni collage, doing a dream board, telling 10 friends, putting in a pink bubble. But then you got your hands on your hips. And where's that thing that I said that I want? In my 5-week course, 2 of the classes are dedicated to allowing. If you can't make 10 a.m., that's okay. Pacific time, it's recorded. It's in my online school. You have access for it. It comes with a 17-page workbook, and wait for it. It comes with 10 emotion code sessions over the 5 classes. We meet on Zoom for an hour, and everybody stays on afterwards and gets 2 emotion code sessions every week. First week, I'm doing negative self-talk and low self-esteem. Yes, delete those. And every week you get 2. It's a very robust program. And what's happening is, the question is the allowing. See how we're pointing to the drop of water? There's a lot of water available. It's way up here, up in the reservoir. How much water you're getting isn't determined by how much water is available. It's determined by how much resistance you have in receiving it. And the resistance is the handle that's blocking the flow of the water. Look at point number 4. Well, first, get rid of your doubt. You're going to learn that with law of attraction. How to reduce and get rid of negative vibes. You're going to learn that with law of attraction. And trapped emotion removal, 10 sessions in 5 weeks. And then blocks. That'll get, so imagine getting rid of all those negative vibrations. By the way, the handle looks like a negative sign within itself. Imagine reducing this negativity, and now you're allowing them more. That's already available. People say, it's available. No, it's not. Well, it's available. Doesn't mean I'm getting it. Reduce the resistance. Hang out with me for 5 weeks. Change your life. I think the link might have went on the right-hand side when I posted that. If not, I didn't post anything. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, John, anything else? Yeah, Yara's going to look after their back there. And
yeah, got an update there. A couple more volunteers. Thank you for volunteers. We're back next week as well. The same. We're doing pain next week. So come back next week, Lynn and Sharon. And we'll get into that. Or book a one-on-one session. That's the quickest way. We are available to help.
Yeah, it's same with Lynn, that whole hard to breathe. Imagine, this is my cartoon. Imagine all these big baseball-sized emotions around your lungs. And it's like, and then literally we hear people they kind of sink a little bit, John, right? They go, because these big balls of energy are released. So we would love to help you with that too. And that's the goal today, is to say, hey, we can help. We can give you a full proper session and work on not just that, because you might not even know that your hips are stiff. And you ever have that, John? It's like, I didn't think they were, and now they're doing Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, they were stiff. So let us help you with that. John and I have a very exciting announcement that we are making next week about the Releasing Negative Emotion show. It's exciting, and it's new, and it's never been done before. Can you imagine, John? We've done so many episodes, whatever today was, 250 something?
45, yeah, 245.
245. And in all 245 episodes, we've never done this. So I'm pretty excited to make the announcement next week. So be sure to join us the first Saturday in June for a new format here on the Releasing Negative Emotion show. That's all I'm saying. Until next week. I'd be remiss if I didn't let Pramelia have a voice here. John, can you read that for me, please? I'm too boasting of myself.
Michael's LOA, Law of Attraction Workshop rocks. I have created success in my business and my life. Now I attract LOA every minute of every day.
Yes. Now, Pramelia is also an emotion code practitioner. So when Pramelia took the Law of Attraction workshop, it was just Law of Attraction. Now you know the power of adding emotion code to that. Are you kidding me? We're on fire. Okay, we had fun today. Thanks, everybody. How's our timing? I think we did a good job, too. 9:29. If you want to be notified of the show topics, particularly the first week in June topic, we'd really like you to be live to see that. It's going to be, I'll say it publicly, we're taking a risk, but we're going to do it anyway, because you know what? We're not scared of nothing. Just like 240 weeks ago. You know what? We never really told anybody, John. We have all these episodes. We keep saying that we're on 200 and something, but the first episode, we just trashed it. We did it, and it was a technical nightmare. So we're short an episode, but nobody knows that. So episode number 2, we called it number 1, and then we renumbered. So good stuff. John, let's say goodbye to our friends. Oh, by the way, you can go to releasingnegativeemotions.com/live. It'll show up on the screen. You can book John and I both on those pages. You can go back and look at all the other episodes, and most importantly, sign up to be on the mailing list so you know what our topic is each Friday. We'll talk to you next week, everybody. See you later.
Have a great week, everyone.